Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you all are doing well. Today I have been outside gardening for most of my time. I wanted to be able to give you guys an update. So here I am about, how long has it been? 2 weeks? Almost 3 weeks. So there isn't much going on though, I can say that. I'm a little upset, but you'll see. Okay, so, oh my gosh, there is a bumblebee. You see the bumblebee messing around? If you guys recall, I did a couple things last time I was out here. I basically planted every single seed that I had, or every type of seed that I had. I unfortunately had to redo a lot of the seeds that I did previous weeks ago. Nevertheless, things happen in the garden and this is only gonna make us stronger, right? Today has been a beautiful day in the garden, I can say that much though. If you guys remember the tray that I had that I was having so much fun planting in, honestly, a lot of those things did not really come up, and I'm assuming it's because maybe my soil was a little too wet and also because it was inside for a while. I decided to move the tray outside and I'm going to keep it in the greenhouse. Squirrels, these animals dig holes. I don't know if they think that we do the same thing. I don't enjoy the fact that they just keep on digging the same hole over and over again. Currently, I'm seeing that my blueberries, their leaves are a little bit more red on the red side, and that is a deficiency. Also tomorrow, I plan on planting some lettuce straight into the ground. Okay, but let me show you guys what I've done so far and what I still need to do today. Here was my favorite part of the day today, and maybe it's because it wasn't sitting outside in the beaming hot sun, but here we are with my seeds. My mom's special selection of seeds here. In this baggie, I have all my germinated seeds. All of these are basically in that tray. I haven't germinated a seed like this all season, and this is usually how I do them, and I figured it's about time to go back to what I know. So here are my beautiful babies. We have the squash up in this row. This is my row of peppers. These are my tomatoes right here. Lastly, I did a row of flowers. Most of these are sunflowers, which I was really surprised to find out. So this is the pot that I said I redid. And here what we have now is bunching onion, basil, parsley, and cilantro. I repotted my mint in here. As you can see, it got a little crazy. It got a little crazy over time. And over here we have our thyme. Don't mind this. This is for something else. Don't worry about that. All right, here is my jar of seeds that I soak. And here we have our gourds. So I decided to put the loofah seeds in here, which are the darker ones. The lighter ones are my dipper gourds, and then the darker ones are the birdhouse gourds. I never soaked them before, which is probably why I haven't had a good germination with them. But we're gonna see how they do after 48 hours. I'll do this in 48 hours and see how it goes. Here's my baby blackberry. He's doing all right. You see, these leaves are getting, well, they've been red as well. So I just looked it up. It's a phosphorus deficiency. So I'm gonna see from my own fertilizers how I can, manipulate this. But I also have the eggshells. I'm gonna figure out where I can put this calcium. Here are what the onions I planted a couple weeks ago look like now, and I'm waiting for them to flower so then I can have more seeds for next year. In these wet rows between all this dry dirt, I also just planted down some more beans. Alright, I just moved this outside like I said I was gonna do, and as you can see, they're doing so sad. These were Spanish onions. I'm pretty sure this was mint, if I can recall. This is a jalapeno. That is not a pepper, that is a tomato. This is a sweet banana pepper. If I remember correctly, this is Sweet Cow Wonder. This is supposed to be a golden pear tomato, and it looks so... That's not going to work out. I already can tell. I know a whole bunch more still has to come up. I also think it's because this was too wet, the dirt, one, and two, there was no airflow in my house. So maybe this being outside with more airflow, and then also you know, drying up some of the water, it'll go better. I decided that I'm going to plant more snap peas. I put some in the ground today, but I want to do more. I have so much of these seeds, I might as well. And I would rather have more than less, definitely. So I'm going to just... There we go. Red alert, y'all. There's a wasp in here. Oh, hell no. You see my blueberries. Oh, their leaves are a little darker, getting red. And also I see them a little more like wilty and curled in. I'm pretty sure I have blueberries coming up right here already. So I need to handle this as soon as possible. Okay, I went inside. It is so hot out there, and I don't know if you can see the glisten of sweat over my skin, but I'm ready to be inside. So here we are. I checked the weather, and tomorrow it's going to be pretty wet. So I am still going to wait to plant my lettuces tomorrow. I'm going to allow the garden to cool off a little bit. Allow me to cool off a little bit, actually. I have my newly germinated seeds inside in a drawer. I did a scope around the yard. Earlier, I also planted some poppy seeds, and I see a couple coming up. Like I said before, I wanted to figure out what was going on with my blueberries and why some of my plants were also turning red. Referencing the one eggshell that I had, I definitely want to start making soil at home so that my plants, building up a good soil health, can last for years. I can keep on buying dirt over and over and over again, sure, but it's a lot more, and it's a lot more rewarding to make the soil yourself so that you have it for years on end. That's really all I have to do in the garden this week. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye. Hey guys, so it's the next day. Because it's not pouring rain the way I thought it was going to be, I'm gonna mow the lawn a little bit, and then I'm also going to pick up where I left off yesterday. It died. So it's looking like I won't be able to finish the lawn until later on today because that battery is dead. I did not eat yet, so while I go over the things that I need to get done today one more time, we're gonna make, I'll do egg and toast. Egg and toast is just fine. How to check if oil's hot. Flick a little bit of water in it. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, that's good. When I go back out there, what I can do is get my leaves planted, my leafy greens. I also have a couple fertilizers at the bottom of the hill we live on. I'm gonna do a quick look at those and see if any of those I can add to my berry bushes. I trust the garden process, I can say that much. So I'm not 100% worried. It's all still a learning process for me too. So here are my two fertilizers I have. This one, which I'm not too fond of, but I'll use it occasionally. And then I also have this one that I have for my special seeds. And this one is the one that has the most phosphorus in it. So I'm gonna do a little bit of this plus a little bit of this one and see what happens with the blueberry. And then also the blackberry too. Turns out I was wrong. These berries were really looking for some magnesium. I want to find other ways of providing this for them though, other than using Epsom salt, so if you do know any other ways, you can pass the info. The last thing I did day 2 was plant the 2 types of Swiss chard I had, the Bib, Butter Crunch, and lastly, romaine lettuce. We are back out here again for day 3. I've already been out here for a little while. I finished mowing the lawn. The last thing I have to do today is get these germinated seeds in the ground. Oh, there you are. Hi guys. Unfortunately, about an hour after this, a bird came over here, took the snake, and flew away with it dangling in the sky. A lesson learned here is you cannot cheat death. For this last day, I'm gonna have us in the greenhouse. Remember these seeds from a couple days ago? We are going to put them in some soil. And depending on what some of these look like, I will be putting some in soil today as well. So it was 2 days ago I was in here planting and I see this little baby sprout We have a little bit of parsley coming up right here, this baby. And a little bit coming up here. Over here we have the bunching onion coming up. Definitely more successful being in the greenhouse rather than out there. No mentas coming up yet, I haven't seen. Neither anytime, so we'll give that some more days. This is actually my mom's stuff down here. I just figure I show you guys how much process she has compared to me. I think I also see a little bit of something coming up right there, but I'm gonna leave her things alone. I kindly put it in here because these animals are relentless, I'm telling you. My tragic tray is still struggling. This, I think I said this was a pepper before. This is definitely tomato looking, but these two are peppers, yeah. The mint looks cute, sure, but everything else, yeah. I really don't mess with bugs like that, which is the crazy part. If I'm outside, you know, I understand I'm in your territory, but working around them, they just come out of nowhere. So they got dead ants in there. They got new baby ants that way. Oh my gosh. And I have to get in there. After finally being able to retrieve my tray from that terrible mess, I made a soil mix and got it ready to plant all my ish. Alright, so out of all of these seeds so far, the only one that I'm seeing broke out of its shell is this one right here. If you can see that little, ooh, that white root that's coming out of it, that's a very, very good sign. So I will pick that one up and put it in the soil. I don't see any other ones specifically, but I'd have to do a deeper search. Oh, I see another one. My dippers, my dipper cords. And birdhouse, which looks like dipper, but is not the same. So here's how the germination is going for the flowers. These are large yellow sunflowers, colorful, Cosmo Serenity, Shasta Daisy, and then this is Spanish onion actually. We see the sunflowers coming up. The daisies are still doing whatever, and so are the cosmos and bunching onion. We see the cucumbers coming up. Beautiful. That's finally it, y'all. I decided I'm going to leave the stuff on the paper towels for a little bit longer. I have the special seeds in the container now. The things that were soaking are all planted. I have to go handle that ant situation. Other than that, everything so far is done. I'll probably be back out here in the next 3 days to see what's going on. Give those seeds germinating some time to sprout a little more. Other than that, thank you for being here with me these past 3 days. I didn't expect to be out here this long. All right, see you next time we're out here. Peace and love, guys.